Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel, Sweeter Truths. Have you ever felt like you were watching your own life from the sidelines? Like there's a version of you, successful, charismatic, and bold, that's just trapped behind a wall of what-ifs? Today, we are doing a deep dive analysis of Michael Andrews' life-changing book, Confidence. This isn't just a summary. We're going to spend the next hour breaking down the psychology, the tactics, and the physical shifts you need to make to go from insecure to unstoppable. We'll look at stories you'll recognize from your own life and give you a step-by-step roadmap to rewire your brain. Grab a notebook, a coffee, and let's get started. Part 1. The Basics of Confidence. We start with a radical definition. Andrews argues that confidence isn't a result of being good at something. It's an internal promise you make to yourself before you even start. Imagine Sarah. She's brilliant, funny, and knows everything about vintage movies. For 3 years, she's wanted to start a podcast, but every time she sits down, she thinks, I don't sound like a professional, or what if people laugh? Sarah is waiting for the feeling of confidence to arrive before she hits record. But Andrews tells us Sarah has it backward. Andrews distinguishes between internal and external confidence. External, relying on your job title, your car, or how many likes you get. This is fragile. If you lose the job, your confidence vanishes. Internal, trusting your spirit. It's the belief that even if I fail, I am still capable of handling the fallout. The analysis here suggests that confidence is the willingness to act. It's not the absence of fear. It's the realization that your goals are more important than your fear. Confidence is an internal state of trust. It is the fuel that allows you to start, not the trophy you get at the finish line. Stop waiting to feel ready. Confidence is a choice to act despite the uncertainty. Part 2. Relationship between capability and confidence. Can you be a genius and still feel like a failure? Absolutely. This chapter analyzes the competence gap. Meet Mark. He's the best coder in his company. He fixes everyone's mistakes. But in meetings, he stays silent. When a promotion comes up, it goes to chatty Chris, who knows half as much as Mark, but has double the confidence. Mark is trapped in the capability-confidence gap. Andrews argues that knowledge is only potential power. Without confidence, knowledge is like a high-performance sports car with no gas. You can have all the capability in the world, but if you don't believe in your right to use it, you will be bypassed by those who do. The success formula introduced here is define goal plus action plus observation plus adjustment. Notice that action comes before observation. You can't adjust what doesn't exist. Capability provides the tools, but confidence is the hand that picks them up. To succeed, you must bridge the gap between what you know and what you do. High capability with low confidence leads to resentment. Take the risk of being imperfectly active rather than perfectly stagnant. Part 3. The Basics of Low Self-Confidence. Why do we feel less than? Andrews explores the origins of doubt and how it becomes a malicious cycle. Elena was a straight-A student. Her parents only praised her when she was perfect. Now at 30, if she makes one tiny mistake at work, she's spiraling into a week of self-loathing. She's not reacting to the mistake. She's reacting to an old script that says, I am only valuable if I am perfect. Low self-confidence is often a collection of old opinions disguised as facts. Andrews explains the standard trap, trying to meet an impossible standard set by society or parents. This creates a cycle: fear, avoidance, lower confidence. The analysis shows that low confidence isn't a personality trait, it's a survival mechanism gone wrong. Your brain is trying to keep you safe by keeping you small. Low confidence is a learned behavior, usually born from past criticism or rejection. It manifests as a standard you can never meet. Your current self-image is just an opinion you've held for a long time. Opinions can be updated. Part 4. Signs of Great Confidence. What does the final version of you actually look like? It's not about being loud, it's about being resilient. David walks into a room to pitch his business idea. He gets rejected. He walks out, gets a coffee, and thinks, okay, they didn't like the pricing model. I'll fix that for the next one. He doesn't go home and cry. He doesn't think he's a loser. He treats the no as data, not a death sentence. True confidence is quiet power. Confident people don't need to dominate the conversation. They listen more than they speak. They celebrate others because they don't feel threatened by someone else's light. Andrews points out that the biggest sign of confidence is the ability to say no without over-explaining yourself. Confidence shows up as resilience, active participation in life, and the ability to handle rejection with grace. Measure your confidence by how much truth you can handle without it breaking your spirit. Part 5. The root cause of a lack of confidence. Where did the doubt come from? Andrews identifies the confidence killers: family, school, and media. Jamie wakes up and scrolls Instagram. She sees influencers with perfect bodies, perfect homes, and perfect careers. By 8 a.m., she feels like her life is a failure. Jamie doesn't realize she's being sold insecurity, so she will buy solutions. This is a critical look at social conditioning. Schools use tags, the smart kid, that we carry for decades. Media profits from your self-doubt. Andrews argues that we are born with potential, but society trims us to fit into boxes. Recognizing this is the first step to unlearning it. Your lack of confidence was likely advertised to you. It is a byproduct of systems that want you to conform rather than stand out. You aren't broken, you've just been conditioned to think you are. You have the power to untag yourself. Part 6. The process of building confidence. How do we fix it? It starts with the as-if principle and the language we use every day. Leo used to say, "I should go to the gym," or "I'll try to finish this report." He always felt tired and pressured. Then he started saying, "I choose to go to the gym, and I will finish this report." Suddenly, he felt in control. He stopped being a victim of his schedule and became the boss of it. Language is the software your brain runs on. Andrews highlights power words: absolutely, certainly, definitely. When you use these words, you send a signal to your nervous system that you are in command. Should creates guilt. Choose creates power. Confidence is a process of acting as if you are already the person you want to be. It starts with the words coming out of your mouth. Change your shoulds into chooses. Your brain believes what you tell it most often. Part 7 and 8. Body language and mirroring. Your mind and body are a feedback loop. If you change your posture, your brain must change its chemistry. Mia is terrified of networking. She usually stands in the corner, arms crossed, looking at her phone. This time, she tries Andrew's tip. She stands tall, uncrosses her arms, and mirrors the relaxed posture of the person she's talking to. Within 5 minutes, she actually feels relaxed. The walk. Confident people move with purpose, but without rush. Mirroring. This is a rapport builder. By subtly matching the breathing or tone of another person, you create a psychological bond. This isn't manipulation, it's high-level empathy that projects massive social confidence. Control your physiology to control your psychology. Use eye contact and mirroring to build instant trust with others. Stand like a leader to feel like a leader. Your body is a hack for your brain. Part 9. Master your inner self. There is a stereo in your head. Who is controlling the volume? Kevin is about to give a presentation. His inner voice is screaming, "You're going to stutter. Everyone will see your hands shaking." Kevin realizes he can't kill the voice, so he imagines it coming from a tiny squeaky cartoon character. Suddenly, the voice isn't scary anymore. It's just annoying and a bit funny. Andrews suggests that we often treat our internal monologue as the truth. It's not. It's just a recording. You have the power of thought interruption. When a negative thought starts, you mentally or physically shout "stop" and replace it with a power track. You are the operator of your mind. You can't stop thoughts from arising, but you can choose which ones to turn up and which ones to mute. Don't believe everything you think. Treat your inner critic like a heckler at a comedy show. Ignore them and keep going. Part 10. Confidence Building, the 4-step strategy. This is the golden strategy of the book, a simple 4-step loop to rewire your neural pathways. Maya is afraid of speaking up in meetings. 1. Mindfulness. She catches the thought, "They'll think I'm stupid." 2. Stop. She says no to the thought. 3. Replace. She thinks, "I have a unique perspective that could help." 4. Repeat. She does this every time she feels a hesitation. A month later, she's the most active participant in the room. This strategy relies on neuroplasticity. Every time you interrupt a negative thought and replace it with a positive one, you are literally pruning an old brain connection and growing a new one. It's brain lifting. Awareness, interruption, replacement, repetition equals a new mindset. The word yes is your greatest ally. Say yes to the process, even when it feels fake. Part 11, 12, and 13. Activities and maintenance. Confidence is a muscle. If you don't use it, it will atrophy. Andrews provides confidence workouts. Ben felt like a failure because he lost his job. He started a success chart. He wrote down, I finished a marathon, I raised a kind daughter, I taught myself to play guitar. Looking at the evidence of his past wins gave him the confidence to apply for a better job than the one he lost. The success chart. Your brain has a negativity bias. You must force it to look at the evidence of your capability. Grooming. Andrews admits that looking your best, hair, clothes, hygiene, provides a psychological tailwind. Visualization. Spend 5 minutes a day seeing through the eyes of the confident you. Practical activities like journaling your wins and taking care of your physical appearance are the maintenance required for a confident life. Small, daily wins build a momentum of confidence that eventually becomes unbreakable. We've spent an hour together, and if you're still here, it's because you are ready for a change. Michael Andrews' message is simple. Confidence is a skill, not a birthright. You've seen the stories of Sarah, Mark, and Maya. They are you. Which chapter hit you the hardest? Was it the vocabulary shift, or maybe the 4-step strategy? Tell me one thing you're going to choose to do today instead of saying you should. If you want more deep dive analyses that turn books into blueprints for your life, join our community. For the next 24 hours, I want you to use at least one power word, absolutely, certainly, or definitely, in every conversation. See how it feels. Go out there, stand tall, and own your spirit. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next masterclass.